So in this part, we're looking at the theory, but focusing on theory X. So theory X was proposed by Douglas MacGregor and in this theory X, Douglas MacGregor proposed theory X and also proposed another theory called theory Y, the same person. In theory X, it states that people, human beings, inherently dislike to work and will always find all possible means of avoiding doing work. That's the perspective that managers have regarding workers. So each time the manager sees the worker, is thinking this worker in the next minute is finding ways of stopping to do this work. And because in their hearts, they really feel they don't want to work. So managers of theory X usually don't want to delegate tasks because they think that people will not fulfill those tasks. Inside those people, they see that those people don't want to do work. So if a task is delegated to them, they will not accomplish such tasks. And they are also very strict on workers. Each time they want to get updates on what is taking place. Others even go ahead to install cameras to keep watching over workers. They supervise workers each time because they are thinking any minute the worker is deviating from the expectations.
I think there is some element of perfection. They have that element of being perfectionists.
Yeah, they have
want everything to be done by themselves, and they want it to be done smartly.
yes. Even if it is done by another person, they follow up strictly. You need to give updates. They need to check how far you have gone.
And sometimes if the work is needed urgently and you follow it and the person is slow, then you come in. Yes.
You give instructions. I want this. I want it in 2 minutes, and now it is 1 minute. It is now 1 minute. There are 30 seconds remaining. How far? This is too.
You're putting pressure on someone.
Yes.
It's also bad.
Yeah, there is a. It was when I was.
But if it's a government institution, if you depend on those people, you can end up failing. Because for them, they don't mind. So, but for you, you mind. Yes.
It depends on the institution.
What?
In big institutions, that one is no way you can avoid doing that. Otherwise, you can sit somewhere in the office. Some guests who have come. Please prepare tea. How is it? It's almost getting ready when they have not even yet put it on. So the only way, after giving instructions, you must follow immediately.
So they give rules and regulations, strict targets, and monitor them restlessly. Yes, how far? Let me come and see. Okay, show me. So,
But delaying to work does not
mean that this person does not like to work. Because this theory states that the people who inherently dislike to work and will find all possible means of avoiding to work. And now we are talking about those who have been assigned tasks and may be slow to produce the results. But does that mean that they don't want to work?
What makes you
I
slow?
think it is an assumption that people don't want to work, and because they don't want to work, you have to play with their neck to ensure that they work.
You see, Mr. Fred, you're saying if the person is slow, does not necessarily mean the person is disliking to work. But in institutions, they define what to be slow and what to be fast. If you are to teach for 30 minutes and you teach effectively, that's what you're calling a what? A period. And the teacher is going to teach for 60 minutes to achieve that effectiveness. Then you say it is slow. So that teacher is not within, possibly is doing that because he's disliking to do what the institution has designed, or is incompetent,
It is not effective.
is not effective. So in this, the perspective of the manager is like each time I am not there, people are not doing what is expected. That is now what is driving the mind of what? Of the manager. Is it yesterday when I was in a meeting with my colleague from South Sudan, was telling me it is pressure that produces juice. It is pressure that produces juice. Every statement where
But to some extent, that thing is true. You find that some people, if they are not pushed, they will never work. And there are those ones who have intentionally said, I will not do it. So if you put pressure, they will always do. But if you don't put pressure, trust me, everything will be. Teachers are like children.
There are those who work when the manager is there.
Yes. To show that they are working. When the manager goes, they go back to their own. They put their tools down.
I've never seen teachers who raise voices when they are passing. 1 plus 4. You go away.
Actually, even marking books. Some take a week.
so when you are around, the person does very fast and
Very
finishes.
well.
When you are away, the
To
person
impress
doesn't.
you. But when you go, I mean, at just
When others see you when you're busy doing something, they also come.
Okay.
I think every organization is like people are like children.
So that is here that x is supposed to be replacing that x with y, with the word y. Yes, this is y.
X is why not X.
Use y. Use the word y.
No, we are having another which is theory Y.
Yeah, that's theory y. Let me do that very fast here.
But one thing I've realized with the theory is it's like the manager has a lot of work.
Yeah.
Supervising, monitoring, making those follow-ups.
But when I was studying the roles of teachers like managers, what do you do? That's what you're supposed to do.
These people are not self-driven. Really, it is a big task. Asaba busabe Mukama n'abanguliramu
Yeah,
ng'omu ng'abalala
I've
bakola.
come back after organizing it. Oh. So this is theory Y. Theory Y was also proposed by Douglas McGregor. These ones, that there is a thought, which is a perspective, that states that human beings love working and are motivated by accomplishing tasks. So this implies that when people are interested with some work to do and actually work and accomplish this task, they will celebrate for having accomplished it. That there are people who, if you're interested with work to do, they will take it as an opportunity because they are out to do work, because they love to work. And when they accomplish tasks, they celebrate. It is a motivation tool. So managers who have this thought, this perspective, usually delegate tasks to their subordinates. And they also relax rules and they don't supervise tightly, because they think these people love to work, and when they are interested with what to do, they will work and accomplish the tasks.
You can never lose one. Both. Both.
Yeah.
You can't do with one.
So this managers in this theory, they tend to build the potential of their employees and they delegate the tasks to them. They involve them in many aspects.
Tend to listen. I think it is listen.
To listen, that's a type, or is to listen to their views. Let me, where is that?
The starting, because it is the theory Y states that the word is Y instead of letter capital Y.
Bulletin 2. The second word is Y.
Capital Y.
And even down there, tend to listen.
Usually we use the naming like that. Okay, that is better. That is better. So these supervisors give workers space to do without close supervision, but they supervise, but not very tightly.
We do both.
Now here is theory Z. That theory Z is by William Ouchi.
So can we conclude that Mark Webber looks at managers in two perspectives?
Yes.
There are those managers who feel that they are risking to be reviewed because in them there is that message that the employees are non-reliable, they won't be willing to work, and they can disappoint.
Mm.
But then another group of managers, they feel that they can trust their employees with work with minimum supervision, and they do. So finally, it can scale down to that amongst the workers, and which is very key.
Mm.
We have two categories. There are those who are self-propelling in their areas of jurisdiction, and there are those who need to be pushed really to work.
Mm.
So if somebody like Mr. Robert said, which type of manager? This one, according to me, that we need to be both. We must be, honoring the theory why at one point we certain employee
The X.
and the X on another employee.
Mm.
And the Z is also coming.
else
You
you
end up
fail.
adding on Z.
There is a theory which is called the contingence theory, contingence, which states that there is the simplest of it is that there's no one size that fits all. Okay, that means that organizations and their managers have got to find the most appropriate theory or philosophy to apply in the changing environment. That you can't just rely on one perspective or theory and manage every situation or every employee or every organization. So situation, the condensed theory is based on change in situation, also changes approach. So when situations change, the approach has got to change. This is theory Z by William Ouchi. Theory Z is also called the participatory management theory. This theory was proposed by Professor William Ouchi after observing that managers and would make decisions at the top level and then afterwards share with their subordinates what they have already decided upon, which according to him, such an approach would not yield meaningful implementation of such decision, and organizations will not be effective if they approached management that way. So for him, he says if decisions are to be taken, then they should not be confined just to the top management, but also the ideas of and the opinions of those at the middle and bottom should be integrated in the in decision-making processes. So that means that according to theory Z, decision-making is not a top management um, thing. It's not an aspect that only top management officials can do, but it proposes a round table. A round table. This is in the review you see here. Just want to make sure. So it proposes a round table where, for example, a security representative sits, the cooks, the cleaners, the storekeepers, drivers, accountants, and even either directors sit on a round table and contribute ideas essential for the development of the institution. So when stakeholders are not involved in decision formulation, okay, that they will be reluctant when it comes to decision implementation and evaluation. They already think that those are issues, those are things of the top management. They are the ones who know.
So this kind of theory, the good thing about it, there is a way it makes people feel that they also own the system.
Yes. So in here, people own the institution because they contribute to the institution at the level of decision making, and then they know that their ideas are considered for the development of the institution. So theory Z was introduced in a very highly bureaucratic setting of the US, and it was not bought. It was not bought, and William Ouchi ran to Japan, where it was bought, and people used it, and it yielded the results. They called it the Japanese ring. Ring is like a round what? A round table where people sit around the ring and discuss matters.
That's one of saying that everybody matters in that institution.
Yes. In this institution, everybody matters, and everyone's idea counts. So most of the theories we've been looking at are called classical theories. But later on, after classical theories, there comes the humanistic theories. Classical theories were mostly looking at increasing productivity, efficiency, and also profitability of institutions. Pre-classical theories were mainly creating a ground where the classical theories can fit, but for them they were also interested in looking at free the worker, create a good environment for the worker, and then make the workplace conducive. So it was relieving the workplace from being a place of a prison, a place of slavery, where people are working without free will. When they work, they are not rewarded adequately, and they are viewed like animals.
I also categorize the pre-classical as informal and having come to the place as a result of the experiences and thoughts raised by certain individuals, like we talked about Adam Smith, and that gentleman also. There is Babage also. that they are informal.
Yes, they were in an informal setting.
They were informal. And really, they were not empirical. The way that somebody just came up with, maybe because I've been having the business, is a change in your business, you come up with your theory. Naye noyigira omuntu ebirala byonna tolina bisaaki kwokoze, tolina kintu kyonna kyosomyeko. I think it is also, that is also how I look at pre-classical, to differentiate them from classical.
This is okay. That's right. So we're going to look at the humanistic management theories.